Hi YouTube, this is We All Juggle Knives and Lights with a review of the Klarus XT1C. I would describe this as a small everyday carry slash tactical light. You see the removable pocket clip there. It's one of these dual switch designs. Here are the stats on the light. It's got 3 brightness levels and 2 special modes. 700 is your max lumens, so fairly bright in a compact package. You may remember this light, the XT1C. These two lights have that same dual tail switch interface, right? With one round switch and one that's kind of like a lever, right? Or a paddle. So you can think of this light as the smaller version of that big brother light. Takes a smaller battery, right? But more and more lights are going to this dual tail switch interface with the Onetouch Strobe and Onetouch highest mode, right? It just makes a lot of sense. To turn it on, you press that. To turn it off, you press that as well. And from on, you just press that other switch and cycle through the 3 brightness levels. Okay, strobe warning, there's going to be a lot of strobing. All right, if you hold that down for 2 seconds, you get the strobe, and that is from on. Right, but if you turn it off and you press that, you get momentary on strobe. You see that? Momentary on strobe. But if you hold that down for 2 seconds again, right, now it's permanent on. And you can press it again to turn that off. Pretty cool. But wait, there's a whole nother mode cycle that you can program, which they call the outdoor setting. Now, the outdoor setting is more for camping, hiking, hunting, and basically it doesn't have the strobe. It has an SOS mode, as that would be more useful in those situations. And the instructions, they tell you exactly how to change the modes and everything like that and the settings. All right, so if you want to do that, they have a whole diagram on how to go about that. All right, the batteries. To install or replace the battery, you just unscrew the head assembly from the body of the light. It comes with that battery, a 16340. All right, and it's nice that it comes with that battery. That's all the components. That's what it looks like. Outdoor testing. Here it is on the front steps in the highest mode, showing that it can light your way. It is really very bright for lighting your path. 700. You could use the lower modes though. Not bad. Okay, here it is. This is a piece of vegetation. I'm going to flicker the light so you can see how dark it is. Right. Oh, strobe warning, by the way. All right, so this piece of vegetation is 20 to 30 feet away. Look how disorienting that strobe is. Nice. Here it is on the old testing board. This is the highest mode, and we're going to cycle through the 3 brightness levels. And we do have more strobe coming up, just to warn you, because this is a beast of a strobe. Yeah, look at the changing pattern. All right, longer range. This is up in the 2nd story window looking down to where we were. And now moving it around. It's not meant to be a thrower, but it gets decent range, at least backyard ranges. Lighting up the various targets. Not bad range at all, really. Okay, final thoughts on this light. Well, first of all, I have to say, that strobe, the rate of the strobe flickering, as well as the changing pattern of the strobe, is extremely disorienting. They've really hit upon the right type of strobe. You know, if your goal is to disorient a potential wrongdoer, that strobe is a beast. They've really done well. And we all know the benefits of the dual tail switch design. With one touch, you can get strobe or you can get the highest mode. More and more companies are realizing how good that is. All right, so what are the potential drawbacks of this light? Well, criticisms of this light would really center around the category that it's in, because the light itself, there's nothing wrong with the functioning of this particular light. But there might be people who, let's say, they just prefer a larger light with a larger battery, larger battery, more capacity, a larger light, better as an impact device. Maybe you even prefer like a baton style light. But here's the thing, I don't think this was meant to compete with larger lights. I think it's a backup, or it's for those situations where you just, for whatever reason, you cannot carry something that's larger. So yeah, the light is great. It's just, does that whole category work for you? So yes, a lot to think about. Alright, I will include a link to flashlights.com. I believe they also sell on Amazon, so I'll include that link as well. And I want to thank flashlights.com for sending this in to be reviewed. Hope you enjoyed seeing it. This has been We All Juggle Knives and Lights.